Today on Wellbeing for Salespeople, I wanted to share a personal story that hopefully will give you a bit of inspiration and possibly help you as well. Hi, I'm Elle Wood. So I was recommended to try journaling. Now journaling to me is a word I just loathe. It seems like everybody talks about it in various circles and it sounds a bit naff. It also reminds me of being sort of 8 to 10 years old and writing for hours and hours and hours in my diary about how hard my life was. Turns out it really wasn't. But actually that's not the purpose of journaling. It can be if that's how you want to use it, obviously no judgment at all, but that's what put me off it, was that it was going to be hours and hours and hours of work a day, which I simply haven't got time for, let alone the inclination. In fact, you can do journaling every morning or in the evenings if that's your preference, and it need take no longer than 5 minutes. If you're like me and you love a notebook and a nice pen, you can jot your thoughts down in a book. You might instead choose to even video diary yourself or note, what am I trying to say, voice note, whatever suits you best. And the purpose of the journaling is to recognise what's on your mind first of all, then how you may be feeling about that, whether there's something negative associated that's making you fret, and then a brief idea of how you might be able to spin that and reframe it and change your mindset on it, and then a reflection on how that made you feel, then finishing off by remaining grateful. Again, sounds a bit naff, but I think actually ending on a positive can really help you think it's not all bad, you know, I'm stressed or whatever, but it's only going to last for this period of time, and I've got these lovely things in my life that make me happy. I was doing that for, I think, about 6 weeks, and then I thought I'd take a break from it, see what difference it had really made. Massive amount of difference. I've left it for 2 weeks for the purposes of this, to try and evidence to myself and hopefully to you what use it's been. Since I have not been journaling, I have felt much more unfocused, a little bit maybe lower in mood because I haven't been spicing myself up with a mindset shift first thing, a mind dump first thing, nor have I been noticing my gratitude. So I think that has been a really interesting exercise for me. Another thing I did with it was tried it in the morning. Thought I wasn't getting on very well with it because I'm very foggy in the mornings. I'm not a morning person at all. So instead I switched to doing it in the evenings. I found that really unhelpful for me personally because actually I ended up putting it off, it didn't get done, and it was then that I was tempted to write more, so it became a lengthy exercise, became boring, and again it didn't help me focus my day, it didn't start me off on the right track. Now I've produced a free PDF of some journaling prompts that I find useful. If you would like to have a go at it and you don't really know what you want to write about, feel free to ping me an email, message me however you can find me, LinkedIn, Twitter, WhatsApp, whatever, and I will happily share that with you. So then maybe you can have a go and see if it helps you out as well. I hope that's helpful, and I hope you've had a good week full of positive well-being and you've got a nice weekend ahead of you with not too much work. So then you're getting a good balance. Rest is just as important. So until next week, and don't forget to keep in touch if there's anything in particular that you'd like me to talk about and have a look into. Take care.